Hey man, what's up? So, I was just watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs here. And I noticed something. Oh, not this again. Have mercy on me. So Snow White, the magic mirror, is omnipotent, right? Right. So how was the mirror able to direct the queen to the cottage in which Snow White was staying in? Surely there isn't only one cottage in the entire world in which 7 dwarves live. But yet, the mirror said Snow White was in the cottage of the 7 dwarves. So, what happened to the other dwarves? Did they die? If so, how? Dude, the dwarves are people with dwarvism. That isn't exactly a common condition. So if 7 such people lived in a cottage together, they'd probably be the only ones, especially in, what is this, 1500 something Germany? In Once Upon a Time, the dwarves hatched from eggs! Are you saying that people with dwarvism hatch from eggs? Crap. The dwarves are obviously their own separate species. So if they died, whatever killed them had to be something that the 7 were exempt from. Which leaves only one option in my opinion. The plague! AKA known as the Black Death. Think about it. The movie Snow White takes place between the years 1500 to 1550. The Black Death ended around the year 1350. Now that's 200 years before the movie Snow White takes place. But we established that dwarves are their own separate species, which means they probably have a much longer lifespan than humans. For instance, in other media such as The Lord of the Rings, dwarves live to be around 250 years old. So, considering the fact that all the dwarves in Snow White, except for Dopey, appear to be on the older side of things, I think it's definitely safe to say that the dwarves in Snow White witnessed the Black Death. Furthermore, there is evidence suggesting that the dwarves did in fact witness a lot of death in their past, considering the fact that they had revealed that very elaborate coffin for Snow White in the very narrow time window before her body started to decompose, which, in case you need to know,
I really
would be
don't
between
know this.
24 to 72 hours. They are miners, so why would they be so talented and skilled in making coffins? Unless they had to make a bunch of coffins in the past in response to an enormous amount of death they witnessed. Disney at one point was going to make a Snow White prequel movie in which it would have been revealed that the reason Dopey doesn't talk is due to the trauma gained from witnessing his mother die. If this movie was not ultimately scrapped, it would have further supported this theory. The reason the 7 dwarves survived is simple. They live in an isolated area within civilization, and they own a bathtub and soap. Sure, they show great hesitation towards the baby, but their possession of those things means that they bathe at least once in a while, and that is more than most people in Europe could say at a time. So, are you done? Because I really need to. This theory also makes you really reevaluate the diamond mine in which the dwarves work. Like, what is a diamond mine doing there anyways? And why hasn't the kingdom discovered it and seized it for themselves?
I mean, for a number of reasons, I suppose. I mean,
To be honest, I really don't really care. Unless, don't say it, the mine isn't a mine at all, but a mass burial site. After all, one doesn't exactly find perfectly chiseled and polished diamonds like this one just lying about in nature. So the dwarves in reality are tomb robbers, trying to loot the possessions that people buried in haste with their loved ones. Well, at least you're done now, so I'm just gonna leave now, if that is okay. But just because the dwarves are dead does not mean they're absent from the story. For example, the animals show an abnormal level of intelligence. and are able to react and respond to human commands. So what if the dead dwarves have been reincarnated into animal form to help the surviving 7 dwarves? Son of a